for an iPhone.
And this is why slavery lasted so long, guys.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's insane.
Wow.
These old fucking dinosaurs that can't learn new tricks. Horrible, dude. That's horrible.
That's almost a recovery, you racist fuck.
I'm not racist.
I finally got away from calling you a racist, and then you just
then
did
I went
it
back,
again.
huh?
There you
Yeah.
go, man.
Well, you know.
Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
I think it's really interesting that Kenny's able to say anything is level. And anytime he says it's level, you just immediately got to go, but is it? Is it really? Because your head's tilted sideways.
Always, dude. Yeah. Hey, welcome to another
Hey, man.
podcast, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
We made it back. It's been an
Yeah.
interesting ride the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Really enjoyed the last podcast. That was awesome. Did you get a chance to go to OPAC?
No, didn't.
What a bummer, man.
I
thought for
couldn't.
sure
I
you'd
couldn't
go.
sneak out, dude. We were doing shit with the kids, and I really wanted to, but I don't know. I just yeah. Mondays,
It's hard.
Sundays are tough.
Yeah.
You know. I hope they had a great show though. If you haven't caught the last podcast, check it out with Boiler Man, one of my favorite bands in Ventura right now.
Angelo and Floyd.
Angelo and Floyd came on, and Angelo, that fool's got a lot to say, dude. I like it.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
A lot of good stuff, too.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
You know?
great, man.
Yeah. Talent for sure.
That was good times. But welcome back from your trip.
Thanks, man.
You went to New Orleans,
man.
right?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool to get out and like when I picked my truck up in Texas, people in Texas were not very receptive to people from California.
No.
And so going to New Orleans, they're right next to each other.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, kind of.
I was kind of anticipating some of it.
Really?
Like, yeah, just I always anticipate that stuff no matter where I go.
Sure, I
You
guess.
know, because of our looks and how I grew up and stuff, I just always assume that people are going to be judging. So,
Right.
But New Orleans, man, everybody was really, really friendly, and the food
Yeah.
was pretty good. You know, had some dynamite meals and had some average meals.
Yeah.
I drank a little bit, you know. I tend to do that, you know.
You mean like, besides the fact that every single picture you posted was from a bar?
Yeah, yeah.
Every single one?
We were,
Except for when you went to the fucking sad racial museum, dude.
man,
Which also looked, it looked amazing, but
I'll tell you
horrible.
what.
Yeah.
Well, first, let's. I
back
definitely want to
up,
get
yeah.
back to the plantation.
Yeah.
and we will for sure because it was incredible, man. But the bar thing there, man. There's no way I could live in that town.
Yeah, you die.
You literally walk
literally
out the door.
die.
Everywhere you go, you walk out the door and there's a cool bar.
Totally. Yeah.
Every fucking where, man.
corner. Every 5 minutes you
Yeah.
can find something.
We were going out to the garden district where all the big beautiful houses and stuff are at, and so we got on the trolley or tram or whatever it was called, and we were kind of figured it was one way, and then we were on this tram and we stopped at a stop for somebody else, and I looked out the window and there was an Irish bar there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I hadn't had a drink yet. It was almost
8 a.m.
it was pretty early, but
Yeah.
we I said, hey man, look, there's an Irish bar. Let's jump off this right now. We can catch it. And so we jumped off and went in there, and they had a burger joint in the back that was a window, and it was called and tag them in this Burger Nerds.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if we can tag them or not. Somehow, if we can. Burger Nerds.
Oh, and tag them in this.
Tag
I was like,
them, yeah.
and tag them in
Yeah,
this?
yeah. If you can, tag them in this. Man,
Burger
'cause-
Nerds, huh?
Yeah, Burger Nerds.
Okay.
Kat was from Seattle. We hadn't eaten yet that day, so I wanted to get something. So ordered a katsu burger. It was a panko crusted fried hamburger.
Ooh, yeah. Fucking good, huh?
It was fucking dynamite, man.
Yeah, I bet.
It was like we split everything.
Sure.
You know, instead of both of us getting a burger, we always just split something because that way when we get to the next spot, we're not too full. And it was so fucking good, man. Both of us are like, maybe we should get another
Yeah,
burger,
yeah, right, right,
but it was
yeah.
dynamite, man. And again, everybody was friendly. And at about that time is when the Saints were playing somebody. I don't remember who it was, but from that point on, everywhere you went, it was just loud football games and stuff. But we walked out and we got the tram, started to get in the tram, and when we got on there, honey asked them, we're going to this place, how do we go? And the person on there goes, you guys are on the wrong tram, man. You guys got to go back the other way and then do this whole thing. And we did, and we get over there, and I saw a hat place, and so I said, screw the tram, let's just walk over to this hat place. It was closed, so we walked over to the next bar.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, totally.
So, and they were.
And then you're in there, you might as well buy a drink,
Well, a drink, and contemplated getting a sandwich because they had, everywhere you go, they have food, but the po' boy is the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, their whole thing was they had the only pressed po' boy. And they kept coming out in those little paninis, and that bread's good.
Yeah.
And they had a meatball one that I was fucking craving, but instead we got into the Garden District, and man, I wish I could remember the name of the bar that we went to.
Yeah.
Got to the Garden District, walked around. Houses are amazing. Architecture's amazing.
Right.
It is just absolutely beautiful. And just everywhere we went, man, everybody, whether they were from New Orleans or when we were walking around the Garden Districts, we ended up talking to some people from Atlanta. And we ended up standing there for 15 minutes just cracking each other up. They had me in tears, and then I had them in tears, and the wives were cracking, and we were, oh my God, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
And then went up to a bar right there around the corner, and they had chicken cracklins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
That Southern food is fucking next level, dude.
God.
Because New Orleans isn't legit Southern food, but it is. Yeah. It's in the cusp.
It's its own food.
It's its own fucking thing.
But it is definitely,
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, they had that, and then instead of boudin, whatever balls, a lot of the time, they had boudin egg rolls, and ended up hanging out. Sat down, started hanging out, and a guy ended up moving over so I could sit down with honey, and then I'm just kind of standing there hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, man, do a shot with me." Oh, shit. All right, cool. And then kind of talk to him for a little bit, and he really was watching the football game and had no interest in doing,
anything.
No, he was just bought me a shot,
That town is such a trip. I've been there a couple times, and I understand what you mean by the not feeling welcome, but that whole entire town is based on migrant, fucking random tourists, you know what I mean? Mardi Gras, all that shit. I mean, I had a great time every time I was there until the last time I was there, and that changed the whole fucking thing, and it had nothing to do with the thing, you know what I mean? But I don't want to derail your story with my horrendous one that ruined a tour, basically, but I'll tell it later. I think I've told it on the podcast before. But that town is so fucking cool, man, especially when you get into the other districts and, you hear Bourbon Street and you think, okay, cool. I mean, it's like the Strip on Vegas, but it's small and you can walk. But it's chaos. If you can get out into some of those other areas, dude, that's where it gets fucking awesome.
We went to Bourbon Street, I think, twice.
Right.
Both times we went to Bourbon Street, it was around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And we walked around and we checked everything out, and it was really cool. Just the different shops and the bars and the food. It was really cool. But I was done with it, had no interest in it. Right. It was all right. We stayed in the Frenchman's Quarter at Cafe Negril, man. We ended up staying there. We went there every day. Right. Essentially every day. They started music at 5 o'clock. Every time we went in there, the band was fucking smoking. The bartender, Willie from Oklahoma, we ended up hanging out with Willie and his old lady for a little while. She was a chatty one, boy.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Ended up hanging out there a lot, but every time we go in there was just killer music.
Yeah,
just insane.
It's a music town.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then honey wanted to see Soul Assassins.
Soul Assassins.
I think it's Soul Assassins.
Sure.
She really wanted to see him, and they were playing at a brewery outside of town, and we were thinking about going, but I don't want to go to a brewery. Not into them. Don't really drink beer a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was outside of town, so it would have had to been a whole thing.
Yeah.
So we were like, nah, we're not going to do it. Well, the next day, we're walking around town, and as we're walking by, she looks up and goes, hey, they're playing right now.
No
right
way.
here.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
oh yeah,
awesome,
dude.
man.
Yeah. And then it was absolutely packed.
Yeah,
I mean
I
packed. And I have a really, really, really hard time with that nowadays. So
Right.
I walked in there going, okay, I'll just find me a nice little corner and I'll be cool. Well, right when you walked in the door, there was this little like bay that had windows all the way around it that looked out right to the front of where everybody was coming in and everybody was walking by. And so there was a couple in there, and I said, hey, you guys mind if I come in there and sit down? And they're like, nah, man. And so I went in there and sat down, and she came and sat with me for a little bit, and then she went and watched it, and I just sat there and watched people, and waitress came by and got me drinks, and
Nice, dude.
she got to listen to the band, and it was the whole thing was amazing, man.
Yeah. It's amazing when you can go to a place for an extended 5 days or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
an extended period of time. You really kind of get to know the city after that point. You know what I mean? Like, and you get to see some awesome shit. And then just to get lost. Like, I remember me and Rosie went to New York after we had Scout about 8 months, maybe a year after. We just wanted to do a trip. We went over there and we got lost for fucking 5 solid days. And I remember at points being on the subway being like, I have no idea where I am. And New York's a big place to get lost in. And we got out of the subway. I'm walking and I'm like, we're in fucking Harlem. I'm like, she's like, how do you know? I'm like, that's the Apollo. I'm
Wow.
like, where the fuck are we, dude? And it ended up that we had to get a cab all the way back to fucking Brooklyn because we were just so fucked. You know what I mean?
How fucking insane was it, especially knowing you and Rosie and your appreciation for music?
Yeah.
All genres.
Yeah.
How crazy is it to, like, and I haven't
Stand in front
experienced
of
it,
that,
but to look up and go,
Yeah.
holy shit. There's the Impala.
Yeah, the Apollo. Yeah. It was
Like
cool,
that,
man. There's definitely a picture of us somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably on
And
one
then,
of our flip
and then
phones
right
or
after
something.
that going,
Let's get the fuck out
I
of
think
here.
this is the wrong neck of the woods, man. Good thing I know I can flag down
Well,
a cab.
it's like there'd be people walking by, though, motherfucker, you look lost. I'm all, so
Yes,
lost, dude.
sir.
So
Yes,
lost, but
sir.
I'm also watching all of you. I don't know who the fuck anyone is around here. And then we got in a cab, and this Jamaican dude is like, big, fat, black Jamaican dude. He's like, how fucking lost are you motherfuckers? I was like, we've been lost for about 5 hours. He's all, yeah, welcome to New York, baby.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
That's the best,
But,
man.
it's beautiful, though, dude. Like, to
so-
go get lost in a city is fucking awesome, man. Like, to have the luxury to do that is cool.
Honey constantly is trying to make sure, like, okay, where are we going?
Yeah.
And
she's a planner. Yeah.
She gets out as soon as she gets on there. She goes, okay, where's this taking us? This is where we're trying to go. And after a little bit of it, I went, hey, man, if we end up where we're not supposed to be, I'll call a lift and we'll go back to where we need to be.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But stop asking.
I know it's tough. Dude.
And I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
But part of the adventure
is getting
lost, man. And that's how we found that Nerd Burger.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
if we hadn't, we weren't nowhere near the right fucking place, man.
Right.
But that going in that bar was a cool little Irish bar,
man.
and the fucking burger was phenomenal, man.
That's awesome.
And yeah, a guy was from Seattle. As soon as I went back, and you know how we tend to just talk, and
Yeah.
I started talking to him. He's from Seattle. I saw he was wearing a Seattle hat, and I'm like, hey, man, go Hawks. And he's like, hey, what's up? And then we started talking about he's from Linwood, and it was really, really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And the getting lost, mandatory, man.
It's absolutely
It's
mandatory.
so much.
If you can do it. You know?
The 5 days thing, what I really, really enjoyed about it, and I've had this happen a couple times. Usually I'm someplace where it's like you wake up and there's like really nothing to do. It's
Right.
like a
That's the
resort
worst.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was nice to wake up and not feel pressured the whole time.
Right.
So like I'm not waking
no
up thinking, well, shit,
itinerary,
I've got
yeah.
3 days and I have to stuff
Right.
everything into
Yeah.
these 3 days.
Yeah.
It was pretty just chill
Go
and
with
relaxed.
the flow. Dude. That's like the best fucking type of vacation, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were gonna go do the airboat thing, and it,
for the fan boats, yeah. The
man,
the
I want a
swamps.
swamp tour.
Those
but
swamps are so insane out there, dude.
I wanted.
It's next fucking level.
The problem was
Crazy out
is
there, dude.
the day that we had booked, the first day we had booked, it was supposed to rain, and then we switched it to another. Oh, okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Man, that was exciting. I'm a little turned on by that. My little foot fetish kicked in, man. Man, big old thighs and little feet. I'm all about it,
It's like,
boy.
act like you've been here before. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I had to take off my jacket, man.
I didn't realize it was going to be a whole thing, dude.
We were going to go, and it got too cold and too windy,
Yeah.
and so we ended up canceling it. So,
yeah.
okay, so the plantation one, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear about.
So we booked this plantation tour, and I had no expectations, no understanding, no idea really.
Right.
I had been to Morocco, and we did a tour in Morocco. And after I did that tour, I was like, I'm doing tours every time I get a chance.
Right. Something cool.
Oh,
Something
and you get to hear history if you get the right guy.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just really, really, eye-opening when I did it in Morocco. And so New Orleans is such a history. And so we did this plantation tour, and this wonderful lady picked us up, and she's a native New Orleans girl, African-American, sweetheart, talking to us, giving us all kinds of stuff. And we told her we were going to the Whitney plantation, and she's like, yeah, man, it's amazing, man. You guys get ready for it. It's pretty.
Yeah. So what is the Whitney plantation? Give us a quick synopsis.
It's a plantation that was a sugarcane plantation down in New Orleans. There's numerous plantations down there.
Yeah.
This is just the one that we went to.
Yeah.
And it's just the family that did it. So she told us when afterwards, towards the end, she's like, hey, if you go to the Whitney plantation, be ready for the end of it. Because it's really...
It's rough.
It's rough and very emotional. And we're like, okay. And so we get off, we take a bus out there, and there's 60 people on the bus or whatever it is. We all get off the bus. We all get set up. They give us this little thing where you can hear the tour.
Oh, okay.
Press 1, press play, and then they kind of give you a guided tour around the thing. And everybody gets off the bus. Everybody gets their stuff. Everybody goes and stands together at that first position. And so we get there and we do that. And I told Honey immediately, I'm like, hey, let's hang back. Let everybody get going and get out of the way. And then let's start it. I said,
kind of do your
own.
Yeah.
And so there was a church right there. And so we walk into the church. And when you first walk into the church, there's 2 little bronze statues of 2 little African-American children. And then we went ahead and started the end of the tour reading. So we started where we were supposed to end, which that lady had told us about, which I didn't even think about. So then you walk up, and there's the pew, and behind the pew, there's a bunch of same types of statues, but like 8 of them of different little people, different children in this church. And then that's when we listened to the tour part of it, and just stood there and cried like a baby, man.
Yeah.
Super, super.
I mean,
rough.
was there trap? Obviously, it's a plantation. It's a horrendous, terrifying thing for people, right? But is there specific events that happen? That,
so this one was just talking about how they were treated and how they died,
and they're children.
Everything, children.
They're
like,
employing children, or not employing.
Yeah,
there's no employment whatsoever.
No, and they weren't.
Right? Yeah.
They were treated like animals. They weren't treated like humans. They were stock that was expected to work from the time they woke up until the time they went to bed.
Right.
If they get stuff done, then they might be able to go play with the other kids.
Right.
But if you did go play with the other kids, you had to be careful, because if something happened, they'd just kill you. Like if something happened to one of the other ones, you just died.
Are these children of the workers at the plantation as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The
So
slaves.
that the people would have the slaves would have the fucking kids, and they'd just be like, "Hey, kid, welcome."
And you're a product.
Right.
You're not a family.
commodity.
So if they decide to sell your dad or they sell your mom, it doesn't mean that you're going with them. It is just, it is. So anyways, we went through that. Then after that, we went to the first stage, and that kind of showed the plantation house. And then the second one showed the kitchen. And the whole time, it's telling you, like, how fucked up everything is.
Right.
And it's doing it in a very informative way that's very, like this is the plantation house, and here's the stove, and this is that. Now, here's the kitchen where this person, and they would tell you who the person was. This person comes in as soon as, before daylight, they have to come in and start cooking, and then they stay here and they cook until
fucking sundown.
Until sundown, and they don't cook. They're not cooking for themselves.
Yeah.
They're just cooking for. So then you do that, and then after that, they take you and they show you where the slaves' quarters were compared to where you just went through this plantation house. And the slave quarters was like, the size of this garage.
Right.
It's tiny. One
Beds
bedroom.
just fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it was one bed, not beds everywhere. One bed. And they talk about how everybody sleeps in that area. There's no insulation, and there's nothing as far as the walls. It was paneling, and that's it. So if it's hot, it's hot. It's cold, it's cold. And so you go through all that, and you walk around, and they talk about how the sugarcane's processed, and they talk about the different things that have gone on around there. And it's all, it should be like every single child, human in America should have to understand what that was in that period of time.
How far we've come.
How far we need to go.
And how far we also need to go. Right.
So you go through that, and then you walk around, and they had a cage there where they brought it in that really wasn't part of the plantation, but just kind of show you, like, when the slaves would be brought in to be sold, this is where they would keep them.
Wow.
And then they showed you where.
This isn't that long ago.
No, not at all.
I mean,
no,
100 something.
My
years
grandparents
ago.
plus a little bit.
Exactly. I mean,
you know what I mean?
100 years max ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
not
insane. Dude.
Yeah.
When you get into the South, you really realize, like, the true impact of slavery. It's fucking weird, because out here you don't, by then people were starting to settle in the fucking 1800s. That was people weren't treated great. You know what I mean? By any means. But when you get to the South and you see that old history too, we don't see a lot of old history here. You know what I mean?
No, we have old history here. There is a lot of old history in California,
but not like
and New Mexico. It's not the same,
South.
But it's still.
When you're looking at 300-year-old structures that have been used for,
but we do have
terrible shit forever.
Yeah,
you're like,
but we
fuck,
still
man,
have we still have the churches here.
Thomas Aquinas and all that shit.
Yeah,
and all the oppression those guys did, on the way out
and
here.
It's pretty
it's
old.
bad. It's bad.
But
you're talking about 100 years max. You know what I mean? Like, when you get out there, you realize, like, even on the East Coast and shit, like, I'd look at houses that were literally 200 plus fucking years old, which is nothing in the drop of the hat when you get into, like, Europe and you see shit that has been here for 1,000 years. You know what I mean? Like, the history really, really comes alive, especially in the South, because you see the remnants of it still every fucking day. Out here, it gets bulldozed, it gets built on, and they put up a fucking shitty plaque on the side of a curb.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's it. But, like, out there, they do a good job of preserving this shit. You know what I mean?
It's horrible.
It's horrible, dude. Yeah.
I mean, you walk through and you do all this stuff, and then after you kind of do that stuff, you walk around the corner, and it is absolutely beautiful.
Right.
I mean,
gorgeous.
There's sugar cane growing up, and it's windy, so everything's just, there's a little beautiful movement to everything around you. It's coming on. It's supposed to be raining soon, so the clouds are all dark, and there's a lot of beautiful contrast and a lot of different stuff going on. And you are walking through this, and then you walk around the corner, and there's a memorial to the Georgia Revolt. And the Georgia Revolt was a bunch of slaves that had rose up against the plantation owners and tried to go against them. And when you walked into that, if you guys go to my Instagram account, I don't know what it is. You can figure it out. Go to my If you go to my Instagram page, you can look at
Big
it.
J SoCal 13, by the way. Asshole.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
How do I know
you guys
that?
should know that anyways.
I've tagged you in so many fucking posts, dude. I know it. Oh my god. Boomers!
So
All right. Sorry.
you walk around the corner, and there is. I don't remember the exact number, but there is, let's just say 30 heads on spikes.
Wow.
And then you can turn around and you read all of the stuff that happened at what happened with it and how this happened and the names of the guys that were involved in it.
In the Georgia Revolt.
In the Georgia Revolt.
Wow.
And all of their heads are on those spikes.
Oh, God.
And you guys, of course, took history. I know you guys all heard of the
Oh,
Georgia
yeah,
Revolt.
totally, dude. Georgia Revolt, dude. I mean,
yeah,
the old fucking Georgia
I
Revolt.
then immediately was like, okay, what is this about? And then went and read on it. And it's something that we should know about. Like,
Yeah.
it was, they tried to stand up for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to go, look, this ain't cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they all ended up getting their heads cut off and stuck on spikes.
Fuck, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you do that, and then you walk around the corner, and there's this beautiful statue of looks almost like a Buddha type figure. Could be me or Craig. And it's just two big hands with the broken clasp around their hands, and he's raising their hand up. And then you walk around the corner, and that's where it's a big courtyard with an angel in the middle of the courtyard. And it's the names of all the children that had lived and died on that plantation.
Yeah.
And it's enormous.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
So then the person, and they talk about the person that captured this history, and it was a doctor that went through and recorded and went and found as many people as they could and got quotes from them and talked to them about it. So you could read different quotes around the thing that were just
horrendous.
Just, talking about, oh, Massa, I said this and did that, and then Massa just whooped me, and then describes about getting whooped, or talks about how bummed they were because they had to wake up and go and they'd watch the plantation kids play and they had to go work, and watching their dad get shipped off or their mom get killed or whatever it was, man. And this thing, it's I don't even know how many square, but probably an acre of just a little short wall of everybody's name.
Right.
And then you walk through that and you walk around the corner, and then there's giant, like these big walls that have the adults' names on it. And, there's I don't even know how many people again, man. And it has quotes and quotes from different people at different points and different lithographed pictures on these granite walls and stuff. And you're going through, oh my God, dude.
How far into the trip did you guys do that?
It was day 3, I think. Day 3 or day 4.
Just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good though, man. It's good to see that. You know what I mean?
I think everybody should have to see
Everyone
it.
should see that
shit. Afterwards, I kind of went and sat down and just sat by myself for a little while and thought about it, reflected on it, and was like, man, this is, something that really, I want all of my kids to, at some point in time, to go, see what's up and understand, because it's just not talked about. I mean, you look at the history books at our schools and stuff, if they even teach history.
Well, they teach about slavery for about a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
and then
chapter.
You might watch Roots.
Yeah.
And then they're like, on to the next.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about Christopher Columbus?
Yeah.
That motherfucker discovered America.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, oh damn.
The Wild West was amazing. Cowboys rode horses.
It's insane, dude. You know what I mean?
Herded cattle across
But like I said,
the
every
United
time
States.
I've been to the South, I have been confronted with the atrocious histories of our past. You know what I mean? And it's hard to not carry that shit around with you. And it's good, man. You need to and that's why I don't like all these people want to change fucking history and do the thing. Whether it's right or left or whatever, man, you can only fucking change so much without forgetting how good we have it now, but also how much further we could possibly go.
That's one of the things that I really took away was like how that little period of time we did so much fucked up shit, and although we've come pretty far, we haven't come anywhere near far.
No, because
with racism and stuff, and the way
Yeah.
that black people and people of color are treated in this world is, in the United States specifically,
we're
is
only
horrendous.
a generation or so removed from racist ideology.
Yeah.
Really, man. Like, I can go back not very far and find that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, it's still everywhere.
It's fucking everywhere, dude. And that
We
shit,
see
it
cops
really
doing it
is.
all the
You know,
time.
and for the people that have been removed from it, you know what I mean? Like, you can go back a generation or two, maybe, and find that either participation in it or, like acceptance of whatever the treatment was, right? There's very few people that were rising against that treatment of those people back then. You know what I mean?
There's
very few.
Good
you know?
portion of our community now that would go there and think like, well, that's the past.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
ain't
past.
like that now. Yeah.
Everything's good now. All they
Yeah.
have to do is listen to cops.
Look at Kanye, dude. You know?
Oh, dude.
It's like it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I'm glad you went to experience that, because you can go to New Orleans and spend a whole week getting fucking blasted everywhere you go, and that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, but when you do go somewhere, and I like to do the same type of thing. I like to find a museum, a fucking tour, or something to get some real history and some real culture of the place. You know what I mean? So it's awesome, man. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, me too, man.
cool.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
The 5 days and no, like, wake up
Mm.
and where are we going to go have breakfast?
Right.
Not like wake up and go, hey, man, quick, let's eat this
We gotta
power
do
bar
this shit.
so
We
we can
gotta
get
go
out of
somewhere
here.
else. Yeah. It's beautiful.
We don't have time. We'll just do lunch. So if we get there now, afterwards, we'll go eat lunch.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, and so right now this podcast will come out after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
which obviously is on paper a horrendous fucking celebration of fucking terror. You know what I mean? It's like not. It's so. I mean, I love the thing. I love the turkey. I love the family. I love the food. But when you think about Christopher Columbus and all the fucking horrendous atrocities that motherfucker did, allegedly, sure. It's insane, dude. But I'm actually heading to Hawaii. So when this comes out, I will be in Hawaii living my best life, dude. And I haven't been on a vacation in a long fucking time where we have no plans. We have nothing planned besides hanging. We have like one luau that we're going to do. That's fucking it, dude. And I'm so fucking excited, you know what I mean, to be able to do that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys deserve it for sure, especially Rosie.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Maybe she'll find some hot ass fucking Jason Momoa over there, dude. You know what I mean? I'm getting in one of those fucking. You seen Jason Momoa out here just flashing his ass lately, dude?
That shit was
There's
funny.
gonna be a video for sure.
Yeah.
Of me
All right. Awesome.
coming, dude, coming at you.
Awesome.
You're gonna
I didn't
these,
get naked.
These glorious white cheeks, fucking
Yeah.
just
White.
smiling, white.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
There's gonna
Well,
be-
I'm gonna perennial fucking sun it, dude. As soon as I get there, I'm gonna fucking kick
Both
these
feet
legs
up
up,
in the
dude.
air.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
kick these legs up in
Gotta
the
make
sand. I'm
sure
gonna
you
tan that
gotta
butthole
get
so
your-
hard.
Got to get the bottom of your feet planted
Right,
in the sun
yeah.
too, because that's part of it.
You gotta go due west. You
Got to get that in there.
Yeah, I'm doing that, man. So I'm very excited to do that. I cannot fucking wait. I've never been to Hawaii.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's the only state I have not been to.
Hey,
I really think so. I think I've at least driven through every fucking state. Been to Alaska? Yep, been to Alaska. Yep, been to Alaska. Went on a cruise.
look like you were raised in Alaska.
I know,
Well, I mean, we both do.
The only reason I went to Alaska is because my old man divorced his wife, and he had already bought the ticket. And he goes, "Hey, man, you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll go." So I went on a cruise through Alaska for 7 days, but it was incredible. That was one of the places where there's not much country, and I know Kenny, you spent a lot of time there. He's fucking been there a bunch of times.
In Alaska?
Yeah, yeah.
You what?
I owned a house there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where at?
Big Lake.
Okay.
North
Yeah.
Shore Drive.
Yeah.
My cousin, who I love to death, Forest Haven, will soon be Dr. Forest Haven, is Native Alaskan. She's actually native, and she's getting her doctorate in native anthropology, and sustenance living in Alaska. U of A started a program and then built up a program and then invited her up. So they built up this program for her to come teach. And she's been working on her doctorate for a while. And a couple of days ago, I got a little video going, "Hey, big brother, I just want to let you know we're finally going to have a doctor in the family because there ain't nobody ever thought that was going to fucking happen."
Yeah. Literally, most of my family
got
through
dude,
high school, dude.
Doctor?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Hey, anyway, I'm
Forrest.
very excited, man. So,
Hey, Forrest, if you're watching this, man, I love you. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. This one's
I
to
can't
you.
wait for the party.
Yeah, dude, it's a whole fucking thing, man. I'm very excited to go on vacation.
Are you guys going to take the kids and go do that thing where you float through the caverns and shit?
Through the caverns?
We're
We're going to Kauai.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have no
I don't know
idea,
if there is
man.
over there. Kauai apparently is where they filmed Jurassic Park. It's like
Okay.
It's the Garden Island. It's the rainforest island. So we're gonna do a lot of hiking, a lot of waterfalls, shit like that.
They have a thing where you, enter tube, I think, but you have to, wear a life vest and a helmet and a flashlight. and
Yeah,
shit
I'm
on
definitely
top of it.
taking a 3-year-old on that, dude. That'll be fun. I mean, Bronson will survive. He'll be the only one that survives somehow. But yeah, it'll be fucking. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when you gotta bring your kids. You know what I mean? You have to find shit to do. Although
Yeah.
my kids are savages. With me and Scout and King are definitely gonna go out snorkeling for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will pay. Fucking. I don't know if there's a limit on how much money I would pay to watch King panic in the water with a turtle around him. You know what I mean?
Do you want to borrow my GoPro?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'd like
well,
to
you
take that
should, for
actually.
sure.
I should do some footage.
Yeah, I
out
got
there.
plenty of. There's plenty of space on there and batteries.
Yeah, totally.
I just got to figure out how to download my mom's memorial service from Washington.
I'll make sure.
I don't have a computer.
Yeah. You have a tech guy here, dude.
Hey, we'll get
Don't
into this.
yeah, we
Remind
can't-
me afterwards because I need to ask you something. I got a new iPad, locked myself out
Like,
of it.
hey
I
man,
can't get it open.
I can't unlock my phone. Can you fucking help me out?
It's my iPad.
Yeah.
It is an iPad. And I can't, I fucking set this iPad up and somehow can't figure out what my password is. And I can't fucking open it. And now it says I have to go to the iStore or some shit like that, man.
You're fucking giving me so much anxiety with this shit right now. My mom called me the other day, and I'm in the middle of 1 million things. And she goes, "Hey, I need you to help me set up an eBay store." And I'm like, I'm going to kill myself, dude. I'm going to fucking die. I'm going to die. I have so much shit going on right now, and that's fine, and I will absolutely help you do it. But motherfucker, dude.
Kenny, that happened the day that we did the podcast. And I remember walking in and his face was so stressed and he was just pacing back and forth. And you could see the stress in his face.
As mad
I was
as you were today when the cameras wouldn't work, that's what I was
Oh,
doing.
my
Thinking
God.
about having to help my mom with a fucking eBay account, dude. And I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah. My
What are you going to do with
My
it?
mom was always smart enough to not ever ask me or my brother to do any of that shit. She had grandkids that so she could ask.
She goes, one day she goes, I can't get any emails. And I'm like, ugh. I go over there and I'm like, you have 20,000 unread emails.
Yeah, you're getting them just fine.
Fucking delete them, dude.
Yeah.
You got to, it's the same, dude. It's the fucking same.
When people ask me for my email, I go, man, here's my phone number. Don't email me,
Don't
man.
email me,
I don't
dude.
check my emails.
No, dude.
For what? So I can
I'll give
see
you
that I won
I'll give
$1 million.
you $10 if you can remember your actual email address right now.
I know both my email addresses.
Oh, you do?
And I do
Okay.
have two.
But what's the
and
password?
one of them's a Hotmail.
What's the password?
Yeah.
Hotmail,
Yeah,
dude.
I
You're
have-
on that Hotmail
Yeah.
still?
And it was only like 3 or 4 years ago was I went and got a different one.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then I got a Gmail account.
Watch out. Stepped up, huh? Dude, my wife's dad has a Roadrunner account. What the fuck, dude? I was like, I asked him for his email. We were talking about something. He's like, yeah, shoot me an email for it. And I was like, okay, man, what's your email? He's all blah, blah, blah. Roadrunner. I'm all, what the fuck, dude? How the fuck does that work? At AOL.com? What the fuck, man?
I don't even know what Roadrunner is.
Yeah, that's some 90s shit, dude. It's insane. Yeah. Fucking boomers, man. Get it together.
Fuck. There's more. important shit than fucking emails, man.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, I just never was in an industry really. When I worked at Harley, we had emails, but we had sbharley.net. So it was Big J at sbharley.net. And so that's when I'd give everybody that account. And then I'd come in and I'd sit down and it'd be on the computer already and I'd be fine. You know, but I'm not trying to, there ain't nothing there, you know?
That's insane.
For what? There's no reason for me. I mean, it's why I fucking buying a GoPro is the dumbest fucking thing for me. I bought this fucking GoPro and I can't fucking download videos, man. Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
We went and did, we went up in the Olympic National Rainforest and spread my mom's ashes in a creek up on Thunder Mountain. It was amazing. I GoPro'd the whole thing.
Yeah. And now what are you gonna do with it?
I have no idea. And then I just told you that
You might as well just throw the GoPro in the ocean, dude.
Just telling you, hey, why don't you borrow? I just told you that I'm gonna hey, why don't you borrow my GoPro? And then all of a sudden it stressed me out because now I got to figure out how the fuck to get that video off of there. And that's why I got the fucking iPad is so I could start using the fucking GoPro and downloading shit on the iPad. And then I got fucking locked out of the iPad.
And how long have you been locked out of the iPad?
Fucking since right before we went to New Orleans because I wanted to take the fucking. I wanted to go up and fucking do some video while I was there.
It's like 2 more steps to get back in. There you go.
All right,
we got an IT guy here now, dude.
Man,
I'm not helping you, dude.
Hey, look, man, I just fucking shut it up and just set it back on the fucking desk where it was at, man. Went fuck this thing, man. This is why I don't own an iPhone.
And this is why slavery lasted so long, guys.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wow,
it's insane.
Wow,
these old fucking dinosaurs that can't learn new tricks. Horrible, dude. That's horrible.
That's almost a recovery, you racist fuck.
I'm not racist.
I finally got away from calling you a racist, and then you just did it again. Huh? There you go, man.
Well, you know, slavery's bad, but iPad recovery is it's kind of it's bad, dude. Bad.
I can mix concrete. I can do a form. I can fucking build a lot of different shit and do a lot of things.
But God forbid you fucking hit forgot password on your fucking iPad.
Hey, look, man. As soon as I could get porn on my phone, there was no need for me to have a laptop or a computer anymore. That's it.
Yeah, I get you.
You know? Yeah. I mean, I crashed a couple of them.
Computers?
Oh,
With your porn search?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, man.
That's aggressive, dude. That's aggressive shit. That's some aggressive shit you're looking at, dude. You don't go to a site and then search, or you're just search. Are you just typing porn into
YouTube
Google?
May not understand. This was older times where if you got a little, your computer would just lock up.
Your computer locks up, dude.
Yeah.
Yours does.
All right, man. I got fired from a job for it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
Yeah.
For looking at porn on the computer?
No. It was for frying a computer.
What are you chewing on, dude? You're killing me with that fucking sound.
I'll stop with the sound, but it's cough drops because I had this
Keep it
fucking
in your
cough,
lips,
man.
Dude.
Yeah, I was working for a place and yeah. They called me in the office and they go, "Hey, the reason that your computer doesn't work any longer is because you've been looking at some nefarious sites and
at work.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to let you go." I went, "Huh? Yep."
Couldn't even deny it.
No, didn't even try.
Dude. So I have a really good story. This guy I worked with, I'm not gonna say where it was or who it was, but he knows who it was. He was at work on the boss's computer during a break, looking at porno, right? Looking at porn on a break on his own computer, right? On the boss's computer, right? Doesn't realize that the boss has his computer at work linked up with his computer at home, right? Uh-huh. So all of a sudden, the phone rings in the boss's office. And this guy is fucking doing whatever the fuck he's doing on this work computer on a break. And he answers the phone and goes, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" And the guy's like, what are you talking about? Why? He's like, why are you in my office? He goes, I was just like taking my break in here. And he goes, hey, dickhead, look at the screen. And the mouse is dragging across the screen. So basically, the boss is working on his computer, and all this porno's popping up.
Yeah.
And he's fucking like, what the fuck? And he realizes this fucking dude is at his work, just jerking it in his fucking office.
Did he get fired?
Nope. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good
So
boss,
that
though.
definitely
you know what I mean?
that definitely didn't happen at Salzer's. 'cause
Yeah.
Jim's not one to just.
Oh, it wasn't Jim,
Okay.
and I'm not going to say it wasn't Salzer's.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
It was insane, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking
and I couldn't.
awesome.
I was fucking dying when it happened. You know.
Yeah.
Because this guy, I mean, I definitely fucked in the Salzer's office. Mm-hmm. Me and Rosie definitely fucked. We might have made Scout in there,
Yeah.
honestly, but we weren't on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah.
I definitely tore Rosie's ass up on Nancy's desk. For sure, I did that.
There's a definite learning curve
Yeah.
to realizing that you got to be careful where you go.
The internet is forever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned how to clear browser history real quick.
I love it, dude.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey, it wasn't easy to figure out.
No, I bet not.
Hey, man, I got so many fucked up stories about doing dumb old man shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dick pics is a good one.
You ever sent dick pics? I've never sent them.
I've sent a lot of
I mean, I've
dick
sent some
pics.
to Rosie, but
I've sent them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just to like
Yeah.
randoms.
Not really randoms. I work at clearing it up. I have never really had a negative consequence come from sending a dick pic other than the time that I sent the dick pic to the wrong person.
Ooh.
So
see,
it was
there you go.
This person and this person have the same name, and I was trying to send it to this person, but this person didn't get mad at me.
They just went, "Hey, bro."
They're
it's
like,
your dick,
"Hey,
right?"
did you do that on purpose?"
I was like, "What you mean by
I'm
that?
like,
What you mean by that?"
no, I didn't. I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
dude. Sending dick pics is a sketchy fucking deal. Down.
It is now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. I didn't understand and didn't think nothing of it, and never had any bad consequences come from it.
Yeah.
Not fucking once. Now, I don't do it anymore, allegedly. But
Right.
I've never had it like,
Never had it blowback on you.
no,
Yeah.
not once.
Yeah. I
You
only
know?
worry about it on my kids grab my phone every once in a while. Nothing. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
that's
really
happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
mean, I'm
happened.
not taking a lot of pictures of my dick. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you know, I've had my kids grab my phone. I'm like, ho.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see that first, and then I'll look at my past fucking things and make swipe. make sure
Hey.
some browsers are closed. You know
I
what
can tell
mean?
you right now, my
Yeah.
kid will not grab my phone and just
Oh, yeah.
open it up.
Yeah.
She knows. No, I'm not. Do not grab Dad's phone and just and
Unless
and
you want to hurt some
anybody
hard lessons.
anybody wants to grab my phone and open it up. It's on you, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get. It might be my Johnson, might be my taint, might be my butthole. You know, I mean, I can't see any of it without taking a picture. So, you know, what am I supposed to do? You know,
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to check if I can see if I need a Brazilian. I need a videotape down there.
I'm
to make
gonna
sure.
take a wild guess and say yes, you do.
I keep it pretty clean, bro.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you? Though?
Yeah.
You got the Manscaped or what?
Yeah, oh yeah, man. You gotta
Do
have
ya?
the Manscaped. Was it 2.0 right now?
I don't know 3.0.
know. Is it 3.0?
They're on the 3.0.
I need to upgrade,
Yeah, me too.
dude. That fucking shaving your balls in the past when you didn't have Manscaped.
I don't have one.
Have you cut your balls?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
dude,
it all the
it's
time. I
fucking
haven't bought
horrible.
one yet.
Oh, you got to get. They're not that fucking expensive.
I
man.
know, but
Well worth it.
who am I trying to fucking impress? You know what I mean?
It's your wife, man. Keep
Yeah,
it
I know.
clean.
But
Keep
she,
it clean.
you know, she,
Oh,
not, you know.
yeah. Well,
yeah. I work as hard as she does.
okay.
You know what I mean?
So you two are like Velcro.
Yeah, we did.
It's just they end up fucking locked to each other like a couple of pit bulls.
Every once in a while.
God damn.
You know what I mean?
man.
I get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is a mess.
Yeah,
gotta
we
fucking
need
do
to clean
about
something
this
up
thing.
here.
And then I'm sure she does too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a fuck. I got to get that shit, dude. That Manscaped thing.
It's
Does it
fucking
really
awesome.
work? It really doesn't cut your balls.
Doesn't cut your balls at all, man.
Okay.
And I've cut my balls a lot, bro.
Oh, I've done it, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? You ever cut your balls trimming, Timmy?
I was like, no, it's not enough for me.
No?
Yeah, I can't. And the afterburn.
There's no way does this surprise me at all. Not at all.
You're done and you're all
Oh, dude.
aftershave. Ah! Yeah, you're fucking dying,
And
dude.
then you jerk off. Just that quick. What happens is you put the aftershave lotion on there, and then that's just the start. That's where you get going. It's nice, fresh, clean shave.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You don't
you go.
have fucking lotion gooped up on your thighs.
God, this is not going to do well as a podcast, dude. All right. So what did we learn today? Slavery's bad. Big J fucking is gloriously shaving his nutsack and sending dick pics left and right. He doesn't know how to work the internet. Apparently Craig's still racist, and Jay's gonna die of a fucking lung infection.
For the record, I don't do dick pics anymore. I really retired from that for about 12 years.
Yeah, it's a wild move, dude.
Well, honestly, when I did it, it wasn't a thing as far as like it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
Then when it became a big deal, I was like, okay, well maybe I should stop unless it's approved.
Wait. You're sending unsolicited dick pics to people?
Hey man, you ever try fishing without bait?
No.
Well,
But I'm just saying.
you ever try fishing without bait?
Yeah, dude.
Hard to catch a fish if you don't throw out some bait, man.
You're straight up sending unsolicited dick pics to
Well,
people.
not necessarily unsolicited, but maybe not asked for.
Not asked for.
Yeah.
That's called
But-
unsolicited.
Well, you feel it out.
yeah.
I'm intuitive.
You're getting a vibe.
Yeah,
You're getting a vibe.
you know,
She's like, hey, what's up? How was your day? And you're like, here's how my day was, bitch.
my day was good. This is what I was doing this morning. Let me get the good angle.
Thinking of you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
dick
it
pics are
has
wild.
been a long time.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I feel you.
I've as soon as I started to realize and hear that, like, hey, man, that's not cool. Like, all right,
That's
you know.
not cool.
Yeah.
How many women contacted you?
I
and
never,
said-
not once have I ever, I swear, not fucking one time have I had somebody tell me that's not cool.
Right.
And not once did it not end up working out.
Right. I get you. Yeah.
But it was early on.
Yeah.
And then once everybody started kind of going, hey, man, that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
I just was like, I don't want to get
Well,
caught
it's
up
a
in
wild
this.
move. Like, I hear so many women on like podcasts and interviews talk about how many dicks they get. Like dick
Emails
pics,
and shit.
emails
Yeah.
and shit like that. That's a wild move. Like
I-
to like
100%.
follow some like hot chick on the internet and then you're like, "What's up, dude? Here's my dick." Like she's gonna be like, "Oh my god, look at that thing." And maybe if you have that dick, maybe, but I'm not in that realm at all. You know what I mean? My
Yeah.
dick makes babies for sure. It's
Yeah.
not for showing people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got
Yeah,
a pretty dick.
It's well, that's fine. Yeah, great. I don't want to see it,
You ever Twitter, man? You'd fucking get
dude.
wow.
What about Twitter right now? Have you been watching all this shit with Elon and all that stuff?
No, man. God
I know we
damn it.
talked on it. We talked about it.
I
last
haven't.
time,
I haven't. And we talked about the comedy aspect of
Right.
it, and that's what I look for.
Right.
And I haven't because I've been on vacation, and then I have not been feeling good this week, and so I haven't really.
but, dude, it's still insane. It's like the wild fucking. They just brought Donald Trump back.
Oh my god!
Elon brought
dude.
Donald Trump back.
Hey,
dude. It's
look,
crazy.
man, and I just absolutely fucking love the fact that it is a completely wide open forum. Hopefully within some sort of
I don't know,
reason,
man.
you
He's
know?
fired like half the company. There's so many
But
hilarious stories.
half the people
Aren't doing shit. Fine, that's fine.
fire
But there's like
him.
a lot of really like he did the verified check thing, right?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was very funny. But then also, like people made verified accounts, and like that FTX thing was like not part of it, but like someone made this verified account of a massive fucking pharmacy company and announced that all insulin was free, and it crashed the whole fucking company. You know what I mean? It's like, oh! So then he took it away.
So
You know what I
somebody
mean?
went
'Cause
somebody
all
went in
these-
there and crashed a giant pharmacy
Well, yeah,
company.
I don't know though. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but it lost a lot of fucking like it went like stock drove down.
Fuck
but
'em.
it's very very funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking hilarious. you
Yeah,
know what mean?
I could
But
dig the
then he
shit
took
out
it
of that.
away. I guess he took the verified thing away, and now he's going to reinstate it next week or whatever. But it's very funny, like to see how it's working out. You know what I mean? Whereas this guy comes in who is historically a fucking company builder. I mean, this guy, you know, you can say he cuts corners, you can say he does whatever you think he does, right? There's probably a lot of fucking fat that can get trimmed over there at Twitter. You know, when he talks about the food alone. I don't know if did you hear anything about the food?
Like I said, man, I haven't.
They spend like $12 million a year on feeding the people that are in the fucking thing, and they throw 99% of it away. You know what I mean? Because they have breakfast and lunch and dinner that they serve in the cafeteria there for people. You know what I mean? Like, so he's like, no, we're fucking done with that, dude. Bring your lunch. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy shit.
See, but that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
the thing is like all of these people that are been a part of that, they're all going to be offended and upset
Oh,
and
yeah.
enraged and like, well, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
I have worked a labor job most of my
Yeah,
life.
bring your fucking
And-
lunch, dude.
Yeah, Thanksgiving time they might make us dinner.
Maybe give you a turkey.
A couple times throughout the year they might get us sandwiches or pizzas
Right.
or stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I don't wake up in the morning and go, I can't wait to go have oatmeal at work. I
Right.
wake up and go, shit, I better make sure I get my breakfast before I leave and I got lunch throughout
Yeah.
the day. That's what majority, and this is why so many of middle America and real people that live out there are like, no empathy, no understanding.
Go fuck
all
yourself.
yourselves.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
I got to get up in the morning and eat
Yeah.
breakfast before I go work on a tractor.
Yeah, because no one's
You know?
feeding me today.
No,
Yeah, no, there's like weird shit like that, right? But then there's also weird shit where he fired a big portion of these guys, these people that like cut like security codes for people.
Yeah.
And he fired the one guy that actually had the codes to like open the garages. So there's like 50 people trapped in garages and couldn't get out of the he had to call him back and be like, hey bro, can you fucking help me out? Like, so there's some shit that's going on. It's very funny to me. It's very funny because I am a working class man. Nothing gets fucking handed to you. And when you see like the Silicon Valley and how the fucking Googles work and all this shit, it's like they get everything handed to them, right? And then also, the people that are getting fired are trashing their new boss online. They get on Twitter, they shit on Elon Musk, and he goes, yeah, you're gone, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is like, it's so insane to me to like, I have bosses I don't fucking like.
Yep.
Am I going to get online and be like, this motherfucker doesn't blah, blah? Like the arrogance of you to assume that you can get on and trash your new fucking boss in a public forum and not have any fucking consequences
Yeah.
for it is wild, dude. Like, that's like wild on a level that I can't fucking
Yeah.
understand. Because I'd love to trash some bosses I have.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what I mean?
I would
you know,
love
yeah,
to be able
but
to
I'm not
just
going to do it.
unfiltered
They're all incredible.
talk shit.
They are fucking beautiful bosses.
The best
and
people.
I really love my job.
the best people.
You know what I mean? But like
they're the best
arrogance.
people
Yeah,
ever.
the
At the
arrogance
Port
of
Hueneme.
you to be able to jump on the forum that you work for and trash your
'em.
boss and tag him in it,
And you see,
and then you're
yeah.
shocked that he fucking
man,
shit cans you is insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. You're like, fuck.
It is. It's not only it's not. I don't even know. It is what we would call the entitled culture, but it's also the people that like not just entitled, but they've never had consequences to their actions.
Right.
Their parents have gone like, well, maybe you should think about this. There's no consequence.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do they even do timeouts anymore?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You know, or do you just let little Johnny and Karen fucking?
Yeah.
Either
either way,
you
though.
know,
I mean,
but
just
it's-
the pure arrogance of you assuming that you can trash your new
And
boss
not get
online and
fired.
not get fucking shit canned is like
Yeah,
incredible,
it's insane,
dude. Yeah,
man.
it's wild. I don't know. I mean, apparently there was like a massive walkout or something on Twitter where a bunch of the employees were like, "We're fucking done." Shit's still going, dude.
Do you know
what I mean?
how many
Like,
people were like, I'll come work for you?
Probably a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people.
You want to give me a good paycheck and give me someplace? I'm on my way.
Yeah. There's a lot of people looking for work, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I mean, I've been on Twitter a lot more than normal. I haven't really seen Donald Trump's tweets or anything, so I don't know what.
Come back. He declined.
What's that?
He declined.
He declined?
Oh, did he really?
Oh, really?
really?
Okay.
So then the real Donald Trump on Twitter is not real?
It's not even. No, it's real, but it's not current. There's no post.
Yeah, because it's like from
Okay.
pre.
Right.
I haven't seen him post
January
anything
6th.
yet.
His January 6th about saying, "Hey, you guys need to chill out at the Capitol."
Right.
260,000 retweets, more retweets than down the list.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because I haven't seen him tweet anything yet.
That
Right.
was the last word left.
So he's
Yeah.
probably just working on his own. He has his own Truth Social or whatever
Truth.
the fucking bullshit is. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, dude. I mean, if people don't like Twitter, they can go somewhere else. There's a new one I just downloaded today called The Hive. Which
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded that
Yeah.
today. Check out Get Heavy Podcast on it if you're on it. I have no
Yeah.
fucking idea what's going on.
I've
Just to see
heard about it.
but I think it's just pictures. It's like a mix between Instagram and Twitter. I think.
So-
you know what I mean.
Once again, I guess I'm a boomer because that's what you keep calling me. I've never once given a fuck about Twitter.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Not
I don't
even
go on it
kinda.
very much at all. Yeah,
The reason I started getting into Twitter is because of the comedy stuff and just hearing the different shit show stuff that goes on there and porn. So
right.
other than that, like
Yeah.
why
Why be on it? Well, it's weird
Yeah.
because it is the place that people go to.
I will literally go hear a subject from you or something from somebody else, and I will go look at something that somebody says, and then just go through the comments to just go through several types of emotion because y'all get pissed off at some shit people will say because it's just so stupid, and then go into well, it's so stupid, it's funny.
right.
Like, this is so ludicrous that this person's like, there's some of the dumbest shit, man.
Oh, it's insane,
that
yeah.
people say, and they say it with conviction.
Oh yeah.
They don't say it like tongue in cheek. They say it with some hardcore
Yeah.
conviction that, like, we should be jerking off our dogs. It helps them relax.
yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I know it's not happening.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a dumpster fire for a long fucking time, right? You know what I mean? The problem is that there's nothing. Every like when a real news article hits, I do go to Twitter to see the trending and the fucking things, and you can see a lot of different like reactions and shit like that, and you can find pretty up to date shit.
Yeah.
on it, you know what I mean? That's really all I use it for. You know what I mean?
When we have a discussion going, okay, hey, look, this is some of the stuff that we might touch base
Right.
on. Twitter is definitely one of the places. I
Yeah,
go.
I mean, but do you tweet? No,
No, I've never
I
tweeted.
barely ever fucking do anything.
Never tweeted.
And it
nothing.
is very hard to get any traction on Twitter whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I know it just ended. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm in Hawaii, living my best life. You'll see my fucking incredible Samoan pictures pretty soon, probably.
Man, I'm going to be severely disappointed if I don't see him.
Oh, it's going to happen, dude. It's happening.
Hey, I went to a hot sauce place when I was in New Orleans. Man. And really quick because I want to touch base on this.
All right.
And had a pretty good buzz going when I rolled in, and ended up spending $300 on hot sauces and dry rubs and man, I'm really pissed at myself right now that I can't remember the name of the place because it was a small batch place. So
Can
it
you
was,
remember the name for anything you've ever been to? 'Cause that would be incredible, dude.
No,
Yeah.
not really. Nope.
I do. Do you remember
I
the
can
name
get
for
there
this
without
place?
my phone.
There you go.
Yeah, that was Madame LeVay's.
Nope.
With,
I don't know. There's
Yeah,
a
right
name
there.
on- Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, you got it, dude.
Thank
Madame
you.
LeVay's House of Voodoo.
Yeah.
So Jay actually presented me with this today. You guys may not be able to see this, but this is a, I guess what is a good
it's a
luck
Haitian.
charm?
It's a Haitian
Haitian
it's a Haitian voodoo
fetish for protection and success against erectile dysfunction. So thank you, Jay, for bringing that to me. I really, really appreciate it.
It wasn't easy to
I'm
find.
going to rub it on my eyes.
Yes.
And then also my dick.
Yes.
And hopefully... What do you have to do? Do you have to light it on fire?
Every once in a while, I think
directions?
just every once in a while you rub it on your taint.
Rub it on your taint.
Just every once in a while you rub it on your taint. Maybe throw a little sage around there or something, or
appreciate
whatever the
that.
Haitians do.
It's very, very nice of you.
You could, when you're out there doing your the taint tanning thing, where you throw your legs
perennial
back up in
tanning.
the air, the perennial,
which
tanning.
I will be doing in Hawaii.
When you do that, I think that's when you take that and you just kind
just
of
rub it.
just bounce it against your sphincter muscle a little bit. Just as you're laying like this with your legs up in the air,
Just give it a graze.
bounce it across your
I feel
fucking
ya. All right.
butthole. Just
Thank
like
you, man.
ding,
I really,
ding.
really, really
Yeah.
appreciate this. Dude. This is awesome. It's going to be here forever, just in
Yeah.
case any of us needs it at any
man.
point in time.
Shit.
All right, guys. I love you.
Love you guys. Hey, I don't know if you guys will hear this after Thanksgiving, but I hope you guys all had a good time and got to spend time with your family. And I'm gonna miss Craig when he's gone. And but I really hope everybody had a good time with their family and really fuck whatever
Likewise.
the first part of Thanksgiving come from. For me, Thanksgiving is I'm thankful that I get to do this podcast with Brother Craig. I get thankful that I get to see my family. I'm thankful that I have the life that I have, and I'm thankful that you guys are hanging out with us, man.
Right.
Love you guys.
Likewise, man. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, fucking do all the things.
Tell a motherfucker.
Tell a motherfucker about this podcast. Enjoy your family for what it's worth. Thanksgiving is fucking awesome. It's all about food. I'm making a brisket. I can't fucking wait.
Nice.
I'm going to make homemade pumpkin pie. I can't fucking wait. Spend time with your family. Enjoy them for the chaotic mess that they are. And Christopher Columbus is an asshole. It's been established. We all get it.
Does Thanksgiving have to do anything with that fuck?
I mean,
Not really. It's just
Not
about
anymore.
a celebration of eating
just
together,
celebration.
right?
Man. Live,
Hey,
love.
So
love
let's
your
end
life,
this shit
man.
because I really got to question you about what kind of fucking homemade pumpkin pie you're making.
None of your fucking business.
Man, this shit's coming straight out of a can.
No, it's not. You're out of your mind.
You're not making real pumpkin pie with pumpkin and shit.
Listen, I can't. I'm gonna bring you some.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw it in your tank, dude.
All right.
When I'm done.
I love a pumpkin tape.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.